report. Let's cross to her live now. Thank you very much for joining us. What's happening over there where you are, and is it quite busy?
Well, we're coming live to you now from the Phumulani Toll Plaza, and the traffic is flowing freely as compared to earlier at the Petroport Panorama. Seemingly the congestion that you saw there earlier was due to the safety operations that are being conducted there. And I am now joined by the Gauteng Traffic Police spokesperson just to put us to speed concerning the traffic volumes as to how are they, or how will they be looking like from now going forward throughout the day. Tata Sibasa, can you just tell us, just paint us a picture of how the levels will be looking like from now going forth?
Good afternoon. As we speak, numbers have picked up. Looking at your N1 carousel, just before the multidisciplinary roadblock, we're counting 1,005 motor vehicles per hour. We're also looking at your N3, the Hook Toll Plaza, from Durban to Gauteng. We're talking 1,000 motor vehicle per hour. But when you go back to Mooi River, which is the same route, N3, they are seated at 2,000 motor vehicle per hour. It means later, the Hook, direction Joburg, we will be, maybe counting per hour 2,000, 2,005 motor vehicles. The same on the N4 from Mpumalanga towards Gauteng. The other freeways, the R01, R101, equally busy as I'm talking, because of people are trying to avoid the N1 from Limpopo and use the R101. Equally busy. Now it tells you that number of motor vehicles on our roads today, as people, holiday makers are now traveling back to the province, it's heavy. And as the day progresses, we are going to experience more volumes until late today. That is exactly what is going to happen.
The MEC earlier, highlighted the fact that people are still driving under the influence of alcohol. Some are still speeding. How many arrests have been made so far in those areas?
As the MEC earlier alluded to the fact that, MEC Mamabulu, we still have, inconsiderate drivers, still have those irresponsible drivers, we still have those arrogant drivers, people that don't want to behave. I mean, we all know that, accidents are caused by three factors. It's the road, it's the vehicle, and the human factor. When I talk about the human factor, I'm talking about me and you. Now, it means our behavior as road users, it's negative. It leaves much to be desired. Our attitude, our behavior, it is the cause of fatal crashes that are being recorded. We are going to keep on picking up body bags. That's due to irresponsible behavior of drivers. Yes, we had crashes. Yes, we arrested drivers for driving under the influence of alcohol. We arrested the whole province. That's Gauteng Traffic Police only. 132 motorists for driving under the influence of alcohol. What is disturbing in Joburg corridor? A driver was found to be his breath alcohol reading 1.17, followed by another driver in the Eastern, 1.01. Those drivers were way below the alcohol limit, 6-7 times above the alcohol limit, which is irresponsible. Those are the potential murderers. Those are people who go out and kill other innocent road users, innocent drivers. We also arrested people for public drinking. 11 were arrested, and I believe the number has gone up. We're still collating. But the number I know is 11 were arrested for public drinking. Now we are saying to pedestrians, those that drink public, we are out. We will ensure that if you don't want to comply, we will ascertain that you comply. We equally arrested drivers for speeding. I mean, imagine a driver driving. I mean, your speed limit on the freeway is 120 on the N4. 200 kilometers per hour. 210 kilometers per hour on a 120 zone. That is irresponsible. You are going to kill other road users. And that is key. It is also equally important to note or indicate that we also recorded crashes, fatal crashes. N1 from the Bale Park, 3 people were killed following a head-on collision, unsafe overtaking. N1 Linwood here in Pretoria, 3 people were killed, light motor vehicle ended the track. Hammanskraal, a person was killed after his motor vehicle overturned on Herugwala Street. Now, with regard to pedestrians jaywalking on our freeways, this is another challenge. We saw pedestrians killed, and most were killed on freeways. Some, yes, I must indicate, hit and run pedestrian fatal crashes. We recorded 7 of hit and run pedestrian fatal crashes. One, it happened in Kagiso on the R41 near, in fact, let me say Kagiso, R41, where a pedestrian was hit by a motor vehicle. The driver drove off. Another one, entry between N3 TCC and Toll Plaza, where a pedestrian was hit bumped by a motor vehicle, killed by a motor vehicle. There, fortunately, the registration plate was found on scene. We have other, incidents or examples of this hit and run where people would kill pedestrians and run away. However, we suspect that those that are involved, those perpetrators, those drivers involved, might have been under the influence of alcohol.
Rasibasa, we've seen earlier the Tshwane municipality and RTMC launching the specialized trucks that were going to be used to check the fitness of vehicles. How have they impacted on this year's Easter Road safety drive?
We have been, as Gauteng Traffic Police, we have in the past years been using those trucks. The MVTS, Mobile Vehicle Testing Stations. We have used them and we were successful in terms of, checking for roadworthiness. Would test for brakes, would test for steering, would test for quite a number of, at the end of the day, they are effective. They are effective. And, it was like a blessing when RTMC launched them.
Thank you so much. As we just have to leave it there. There was Obesibasa, Gauteng Traffic Police spokesperson, and that's back to the studio.